Happy 420. I knew I was getting close. I don't think I've actually done a cast on 420 on Haps yet. So peace to the Hap space. Anybody gonna check this out? You obviously know what 420 is. If you don't know what 420 is, Google it. For some of the folks that check it out on the West Coast, I know it's not 420 there. Might be 120, 220, 320. But it's 420 here. Now it's 421. But I appreciate anybody that checks this out. I had something on my mind, and it really bothers me because after last night, after watching Tim Scott, after watching Joe Biden, I don't know what it's going to take for us as black men out here to realize we can either be our own worst enemy or we can be our own best friend. Because we have no friends nowhere else. We have to understand that. We have no friends nowhere else. Now, do we have allies? Do we have enough of them? Hell no. But ain't nobody our friend. We got to stop thinking that people are our friend. That's what we think about politicians. We think they are our friend. We think they like us. We think they love us. They don't love us. They love our vote. And that's where it stops. The romance is over. After you cast your vote as a black American, the breakup is pending. And we've seen that with Joe Biden. Hell, we've seen that with the other 45 presidents. But after watching him, I revisited something a couple weeks back. And I'm going to call them brothers because they brothers. I'm going to call them brothers. I'm not going to be disrespectful. And I may call them by their nicknames. Goober and Day Day. A couple weeks back, University of North Carolina got a new basketball coach. His name is Hubert Davis. Played many, many years in the NBA, 12, 13 years, I believe. He was a mid-level player. He wasn't real, probably averaged about 10 points a game, something like that. He wasn't no star, but he lasted 12 years. Got a good pension. He collected some good revenue, got a good pension, and went on to become a basketball coach. Spent the last 10 years at North Carolina as an assistant coach. I believe they probably had told him, if you hang on long enough, you might get to cheer one day. Hubert was a smart man. He hung on. He's a very settled spirit. You can tell he's very settled, very, very country. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think he's born in North Carolina, raised in Virginia or something. So he's country, and that's okay. Country's good. Country, there's nothing wrong with country. What's happening, Free? So, being that he was country, he did some country shit when he got named the University of North Carolina basketball coach. You have a press conference and they introduce you. Nobody really needed to be introduced to him. The man went to North Carolina. He won a national championship with North Carolina. I believe he won a national championship. He was a star there. So nobody had to be introduced to him, but they just had to be introduced to him as a coach. Being there 10 years, everybody probably knew who his wife was. If you're an assistant coach at a college like that, close-knit university, close-knit program like basketball is it in North Carolina. The football team done got good over the last several years, but they're nowhere near as famous, or as marketable as the basketball team. So with Hubert being introduced as a basketball coach, you'd figure this would kind of be like, just standard thing. Hey guys, how you doing? Same media guys that's always there. Ain't gonna be no. You might be a ESPN person there, not the local media guys, but for all national shit, and probably a lot of it's on Zoom now. Hell, either way, he got into talking and talking and talking, and most people have heard about this, but some people haven't. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking to the people that have heard it, because you're probably like, oh, I already heard about this shit about his wife. Well, when he said that he was proud to have a white wife, he was proud that his wife was white. I mean, people took that a lot of different ways. My thing is, you should be proud to be married. You should be proud of your wife. But I don't think you should be proud for the simple fact that your wife is white. That's what my problem was. Because you can be proud of her. She could be a great woman. She's obviously a great woman. They've had a few kids together. They seem really happy. You see a lot of pictures. They seem really happy. They seem like a good couple. But the fact that he was proud simply for the fact that she was white, that stirred up a little bit in the black community. It stirred up something in me. Because did you marry her because she was white, Hubert? That was my first question. Like, did he marry the woman because she was white? Did he set out to marry a white woman? If I knew Goober, I'd ask him. That's his nickname, Goober. And I'm not making it up. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to be nasty. Hubert's nickname is Goober. And that was some real Goober shit to say. Some goofy ass shit to say. And only a Goober is going to say some goofy shit like that. Peace to anybody else stepping in this half space, whether you say so or not. I appreciate you watching. But yeah, that bothered me. That bothered me because the fact that he had to make it a point that his wife was white when probably everybody in that room or on that Zoom knew his wife was white. They've seen him after games. They've seen his kids. His kids are beige. You can tell his wife was white. I mean, because he's light-skinned. He could have had another light-skinned wife, but, chances are he didn't. He got a son that's about to play college ball now. You can look at his son, tell his son's beige. It's okay. But all that, I'm proud. Be proud that she's a good woman to you, Hubert. Be proud that she does your laundry and goes get your dry cleaning and does all the motherly things you need for your children. Be proud of that. But don't be proud because she's white, Hubert. That's nothing to be proud of. That's nothing to be thankful for. You're not fortunate because she's white, Hubert. You're fortunate because she's good to you, brother. And I would tell anybody with a white woman, with a woman that's not black, if they black, don't be proud of her because of her color, her ethnicity. Her pigmentation ain't got shit to do with nothing. Really, it doesn't. And if you're proud of her just because of who you are, I hear these young motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, I don't date no dark-skinned girls, or I don't date no... I'm like, really? You don't date dark-skinned girls, or you don't date light-skinned girls, or you don't date white girls, or you don't date Hispanic. Pretty soon, when you run out of people that you won't date, you're going to have to go to a boy. What's going to happen then? When you get ran out of town by every woman you done turned down, what you going to do then? You going to turn to boys. It's in style now. It's in style. It's just the village voice out here talking. And I know I'm not talking about my village, my immediate village, but I'm talking about my village of the Black Collective. And I'm going to speak on it. I'm always going to speak on it. If it's wrong, I'm bringing it out. If I have knowledge of it, I'm bringing it out. And then we get on to Day Day. Day been on my spirit for the last few days. It's been so long since I bought something that was FUBU. It don't even matter to me about Damon John. But I knew there had to be something more to him denouncing Minister Farrakhan. I knew he just didn't blow that shit out his ass for nothing. Yeah, I know. He said something about his father, the man who raised him, his stepfather, about him being Jewish. And I get that comment. But I had to go behind that comment because that comment, to me, was damn near like Hubert's comment. And I don't know if everybody heard Damon's comment or read it or whatever, but it was detrimental. Not because he made the comment about his stepfather, but because he made the denouncement of Minister Farrakhan. It was ignorant. It was stupid. It was coonish. See, there was no reason for him to denounce Minister Farrakhan because what he said about Minister Farrakhan had nothing to do with DMX's service. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So why are you denouncing Minister Louis Farrakhan when he ain't said nothing about Jewish people or had said anything about anti-Semitism during DMX's service? Why you got to go out of your way to catch a headline? He had to know that was going to catch a headline. That's what he does for a living now. He catches headlines. He's still the CEO of FUBU, but I don't know very many people that buy FUBU. Maybe they have a different type of collection, and I don't see that clothing. But it's been so long since I've seen motherfuckers wearing FUBU. Generally, you see somebody wearing FUBU and shit, they might be smoking. Because it'd be some old shit. It'd be some old shit. No, nobody, unless they got different clothes. I don't know. I don't wear FUBU no more. And if I did wear FUBU, I'd stop wearing it now. Just because of what Damon said. But I wanted to go into what Damon said because it meant something to me. Boy, Schwann's is worse than a motherfucking dope dealer. They text you 5 times. I got that. 5 times a week. I'm about to have to subscribe. We buy shit from them about once a month. So let me see. So the comment he made, it said, as someone who was fortunate enough to have a stepfather of the Jewish faith, I do not condone, never would condone any anti-Semitic prejudice or any remarks of hatred. Minister Farrakhan didn't say anything about Jewish people. For him to say this at DMX's service. So why are you bringing this up? The prior tweet will be removed to avoid any further pain and confusion to anyone who has felt in the past by any negative comments of his. Really, dog? Really, dog? I mean, Minister Farrakhan is used to people turncoating. I get it. He's used to people having to back down their words. I get it. Here he is, out of the goodness of his heart, for his love for a black man, DMX. I'm sure he has love for Damon John and what he's done for the black community, what FUBU did for the black community. I mean, I really don't know, but I'm thinking that they did something because they would have probably got railed by now if they weren't good in the black community. But I think they were pretty decent with the black community when they're, with their philanthropy and whatnot. They made a lot of money off the black community. So I would hope that they were good to the black community. Big Bill, welcome. So when they run out of women, Big Bill, that they say they don't date, they ain't gonna do nothing but turn to boys. I'm not sure why the color chart comes into play. If you're talking about affection, you talking about romance, you talking about love, hey, you can have your preferences. But when you say, oh, I would never do that, okay, you cutting that down. And then what if this color, she turns you, and now you don't like dark skin. Or this color, then you get narrowed down. You get that tunnel vision, bruh. So, was that free, or did he have love for him? So, to say what he said, to back down his comment about Minister Farrakhan, and then throw that out there. I mean, David John's got to be worth about $500 million. I'm not sure exactly why Damon John still feels the need to worry about what another motherfucker says about him. I think he's good. I think he's good. I don't know if he's married, but I think he's good. I think his family's good. And he can pretty much say what he wants to say with full impunity. Even if it's something like that, where you might want to say, you know, maybe I won't be so open with my endorsements anymore, but you don't walk down that, man. You know how much fucking FUBU has been bought by people in the Nation of Islam? You know, one of the things about the Nation of Islam, they tend to like to live, you know, as a collective, you know, and they buy as a collective. They're together unit. And they like to live in communities, you know, where they can live in masses. Black people. And where do they put stores that sell FUBU? In black neighborhoods. So you know Nation of Islam has bought FUBU for a long time. Put a lot of money in Damon John's pocket. Day got bank off of the Nation. FUBU, NOI, FUBU. Glad to meet you. Nation of Islam people don't wear bow ties all the time. And FUBU got into dress clothes at one time. I bet you Nation of Islam was buying their dress clothes too. This was just an all-around bad look. An all-around bad look for Day. FUBU. Not Minister Farrakhan, because he ain't did shit. Good afternoon, Facebook user. So, you know, this is my 420 post for today. It's not 420 anymore. It's probably about 438. But I started it at 420. I knew I was close, so I hit play at 420. I was sitting, thinking, and I was like, I could do this right at 420. I was going to say it one way or the other, and I was sitting still. And I said, I might as well do it right now. Because it got heavy on my mind about Goober and Day. So with Day having as much money as he has, with Day having the prestige that he has, like I said, he shouldn't have to worry about shit. But maybe he's one of them people that really cares about what people think about him. And I get that. There's some people that just really, really care about what people think about them. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you turn your back on somebody who's never turned their back on you, I got a problem with you. I got a problem with you. But then I said, you know, this wouldn't be me unless I dig into this shit. So I had to dig into why Day probably has the spirit that he has. Because Day is not the quintessential black man. I know he started an urban clothing line with his brothers, but Day wasn't the quintessential black man coming up. He didn't come up like you, I, or many other black people in this country. So the reason why he thinks the way he does, and when I thought, I was like, well, wait a minute. He said he got a Jewish stepfather. And when I think about Jewish people, I think about money. When I think about Jewish people, I think about business. When I think about Jewish people, I think about education. When I think about people, I think about America. So I said, let me see what this Jewish man might have did for Day Day to make him feel so enamored to defend him against Minister Farrakhan, even though Mr. Farrakhan ain't said nothing recently about no Jewish folk. So, Day Day, when does Aquarius end? Does Aquarius end on February 20th? Or February? Is he in Aquarius? Because he's February 19th. And I don't know if that's still Aquarius or not, but it's so late in Aquarius, he might be that next one, whatever that next one is. What's that next one? Pisces? He might be a Pisces. It says David John was born February 19th, 1969 in Brooklyn, but grew up in Hollis, Queens. So he grew up with Run. He grew up with DMC, Jam Master Jay, LL Cool J. Damon John grew up with all them cats. And remember, all them cats was wearing his shit. We about to get into it, brother. He had a few tangibles. He began working at the age of 10. So Damon now is 52, gonna be 52. And he started working at the age of 10. So he done put 42 years in the game already. He's only gonna be 52. Well, he's 52. But he's worked 42 of them years. When his parents divorced, one early job entailed handing out flyers for $2 an hour. Hey, in 1979, $2 an hour might not have been too bad. In high school, he participated in a program that allowed him to work a full-time job. He worked a full-time job in high school and attend school on a alternating weekly basis. He only went to school every other week. He went to school like motherfuckers going to school now. And it wasn't a pandemic in it. He didn't have to deal with no pandemic. He went to school on his off days from work. High school. This he credits with instilling an entrepreneurial spirit. I guess so. You got a full-time job. You go to school part-time. And don't forget, he's got a Jewish stepfather. See, they're not talking about the Jewish stepfather and how he made moves, how he moved the chess pieces for young Damon. Did anybody out there have an opportunity to work full-time in high school, go to school part-time every other week, and get paid like an adult? Did you have those opportunities? I don't think so. Your ass went to school full-time. If you did get a part-time job, it was after school or on the weekends, and that's it. After graduating, he started a commuter van service. After graduating from high school, he already had a full-time job. Now he done started a commuter van service and waited tables at Red Lobster. He got his own business and he making his own money. So that just made it seem like him and his boys got together, started making some designs and shit, and one came up with FUBU and it just popped. This motherfucker had resources. He was already in the game. When we learned about him as FUBU, he was a seasoned entrepreneur. He wasn't just off the street. He didn't come up with a crew that figured out, oh man, we ain't gonna make it in the rap world. We ain't gonna make it in the R&B world. Let's try making some clothes. No, he was on a path. That Jewish stepfather put him on a path to prosperity. See, they don't like to tell you that. They just like to make it seem like we made all this. I did all this from scratch. I'm a man-made millionaire. Self-made, self-made. You're full of shit. You had a Jewish stepfather, and you're fortunate to have had him, as you said. That's how you got to where you're going. That pushed him further ahead. I don't know what the other dudes that was in FUBU, what their family structures were like. But Damon's shit was pretty solid. And if they had anywhere near the same type of resources Damon had, shit. No wonder FUBU hit. I just don't see why he wouldn't talk this up, why he wouldn't talk the work ethic up, why he wouldn't talk the opportunities up that he had before FUBU, that he had before Shark Tank, whatever. See, there's a lot of people don't even know about fucking FUBU. They just know Daymond John as Shark Tank. They don't even know Daymond John FUBU. They ain't never worn FUBU. They just think he's some rich black guy. Some rich black guy. Our people are deprived of the proper education on so many levels. The last thing we need to do is be deprived by our own. And that's what Damon's done. Damon's deprived our own people about his history. Now he's got this skewered shit. Oh, here we go. Double American flags. Got the little camouflage thing on the back of his truck. Yeah. I'm on the far west side of Ann Arbor, so see a lot of that coming out from the west. You know, your Dexters, your Chelseas, your Manchesters. Some type of contractor type motherfucker. Well, when they got the two American flags on there, you know you got a patriot right there. He might have been at the Capitol. So yeah, that's how Damon made it. Damon didn't make it just through hard work and elbow grease. Damon made it because he had a Jewish stepfather, and he was fortunate to have him. All this bio, you ain't heard shit about Damon's mama. Something tells me Damon's mama is black. Just something tells me. Where mama at? You done stuck up for your stepdaddy. Where mama at? Dear mama. Where's your mama at, Day-Day? You ain't proud of your mama like Huber was proud of his wife? See, Huber was proud of his white wife. You ain't proud of your black mama? But you'll talk up your Jewish stepdaddy. But you won't even talk up your black mama. Say what? I thought Damon was married. Damon ain't married? I thought Day-Day was married. Hey, look, I thought I could have sworn Damon was married. You sure Day-Day don't like women? I can't put that out there. Uh-oh. He ain't married. Oh. Yeah, he's not married. He doesn't have any kids either. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, he is. He's married. 2018, John married Heather Taras, his second wife, with whom he has a daughter named Minka Jagger. He has two other daughters from his first marriage, Destiny and Yasmin. Let me look up Heather Torres, see what she looks like. See, Freddie, you about to get me in trouble. You about to have me put some falsehoods out here. Not to say that, you know, he's still, you know, but I can't put that out there. Okay, she's white. Oh, boy, here he goes. Okay. She's white and she's taller than him. Yeah, by a lot. Damn, Demi, really short. She must be like 5'10". Is that David John's first wife? Hold on a second. It says his first wife. His first wife, she was a chocolate sister. So Damon done dipped both scoops. He done had chocolate and vanilla. Okay, so here's the thing. It says, how did Damon John start FUBU? Damon John grew his FUBU line. His, not them other brothers. Oh, I get it. Damon John grew his clothing line from a few sewing machines in his mother's house into a $350 million company. In 2009, he became one of the original investors of the hit TV show Shark Tank. He's invested millions in a variety of companies, written books, and opened a co-working space in Manhattan. Okay. So he credits his mother's sewing machines, but he was fortunate to have his Jewish stepfather. I ain't heard shit else about his mama, ever. I mean, that was the first I ever heard about his stepdaddy, too, but yeah, his first wife was chocolate. If that's his first wife. It says it's his first wife, so I'm going to believe it. But anyway. Yeah. And he didn't have to do that, but now he's sticking up for his Jewish stepfather. But I've never heard him talk about his mother's sewing machine, so, you know, he must have been the tailor of the group. I got to read more into that FUBU story. Because if he's telling some lies and shit, I mean, I don't know. I think once we hear stuff like that, I think we need to stop buying the product. But like I said, I don't know what FUBU really sells anymore. I know they got all off into haberdashery, and they was doing ties and suits and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what they sell. I know they don't sell them big baggy ass sweatsuits no more. That's not even in. And I hope they didn't go to skinny shit. Because that would look crazy as fuck to go from them baggy ass suits to some skinny jean FUBU suits. Okay. Yeah. So that's where that's at. Yeah. Goober and Day Day. Hubert and Damon. Hubert Davis, Damon John. UNC, FUBU. North Carolina and FUBU. You know how much powder blue and white FUBU people bought? That's them North Carolina colors and shit. People love putting that North Carolina color and shit. And FUBU used to have lines of all that shit with the college colors and all that shit. People used to buy that powder blue shit, and then they get the powder blue Jordans. I wonder if they was waiting in line for them motherfuckers. That's a disgrace to see all them black people waiting in line for some goddamn Air Jordans in the rain. I'm gonna wait outside in the rain. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna wait outside in the rain. But yeah, that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at. That kind of irks me that we don't have brothers in the community looking out for the shit that's going on, but he's paying attention to the wrong shit right now. Because nobody's going to have anything against his Jewish stepfather. His Jewish stepfather didn't do anything. I don't have anything against that man. I don't know that man. And then you're looking at Mr. Farrakhan, it's like, damn, how many times can you whip a man about a comment that he fucking made? He made the comment. He's made atonement with it. He's dealt with Jewish people since then. I mean, how long you want to hold on to this shit? See, if black people held on to nigga the same way Jewish people hold on to Farrakhan comments, we kill white people out here. Every time we heard the word nigga, we kill white people out in this bitch. But every time there's a Jewish comment made, Jewish people motherfuckers losing their jobs, losing their platforms, social media accounts getting disconnected, disengaged. It's crazy. And I know Jewish people they run Hollywood. Hell, they run the entertainment industry. Music, Hollywood, all that shit. They run our communications. So they have the power. Think about it. Damon don't want Shark Tank to get canceled. Shark Tank makes him a lot of money. And there's a lot of other people invested in that shit. And if Damon says some shit and that show gets canceled, all them bitches gonna sue him. Like, look what you did, Damon. You got our show fucking canceled. You and your nigger buddy Farrakhan. Or he'd be a nigga. If that shit got canceled, Damon John would be a nigga. You'd hear about that. One of them Shark Tank partners would be, yeah, they'd call him a nigga. He getting called a nigga. Mark Cuban might call him a nigga. And he's probably one of the coolest motherfuckers on there. He might not call him a nigga like, like with the hard ER, because, Mark Cuban, he's a cool motherfucker. I mean, and I don't accept no white person calling me that shit. But Mark Cuban might just be like, damn, nigga, you fucked up the bread. I'm just saying. I don't know what kind of relationship that. Damon strikes me as a motherfucker where you might be able to say nigga around him if you're not black. So it might not affect him. He might get that word used around him and you not say nothing. That's all I'm saying. I tell you, I'm glad, it rained today and shit, because I don't talk about this a lot, because I'm not really just, I'm oblivious to some of this bullshit that's out here, man. But some of the shit some of these young women are wearing. And see, I'm on IG. IG is the site mostly known for this. I guess Twitter's got a whole crazy side too, but I don't know Twitter like that. And Facebook, they show what they show. But IG has like pages, where there's like women, shapely women, da da da. I subscribe to a page, like the melanated women. Forgot what it's actually called. It's melanated something. And it shows it's a variety of women. And they're dressed the way they're dressed. But you generally see women who really have their shit together dressing in some of these outfits that they dress in. I can't stand to see these women dressing in these same outfits that you see on Instagram, but they ain't put in the work. And the outfit don't look like it do on the lady on Instagram. Now, I'm not saying you got to compare to her, but let's be serious. And I ain't trying to talk about no individual motherfucker out here. This is a whole collective effort that people are fucking up out here. So it's just like the whole leggings thing. Leggings really weren't made for everybody. They weren't made for everybody. But everybody wearing them bitches now. And I've said it, if you're going to wear leggings, wear them accordingly. If you ain't got all what you're supposed to have, don't wear no leggings like you do. And I'm just an old fat nigga. I'm like, just, I'll let you know how I feel about shit. My opinion probably doesn't matter to most. I get it. It shouldn't. But you put it in my visual, whether it be direct or peripheral. If I see it and it affects my eyes negatively, I'm going to speak on it. Because just like I scroll past pictures and shit, I can't scroll past you walking in front of me. I'm pissed that they make it in their size. You know this isn't going to work out. You know this ain't going to work out. You make it for a specific size, and then you just add some fabric to it. Nah, it don't work that way. Them outfits be having lines in them, and they've got to coordinate with body parts. And if they don't coordinate with body parts, man, don't wear that shit. Don't wear that shit. And I need to hit the gym. Like I said, I'm not talking about nobody. I need to hit the gym. I need to hit the gym twice a day. So it's not like, but I'm not out here wearing shit that's not appropriate. I wear sweatpants. I wear sweat jackets when it's cool. I wear cargo shorts and t-shirts when it's warm. But you ain't gonna sit there like no motherfucking skinny jeans. Now I hear they got skinny shorts. I hear skinny shorts is coming this year. I'm not looking forward to seeing that. And here's the thing. I don't want to see no skinny niggas and shit because I'm not looking at skinny niggas. But I'm tired of seeing you fat niggas in skinny jeans. I really don't want to see y'all in those skinny shorts. Y'all motherfuckers gonna look like corn dogs. Stop wearing skinny outfits if you're not skinny. If you fat, wear fat shit. Loose fit, relax fit. You wanna live dangerously? Wear you a straight cut. Go ahead and wear you a straight cut. But if you're a little bit too girthy and you're wearing a straight cut, it'll show. It'll show. So if you need to move to the loose, move to the loose. Relax fit is where I live. But some people, they want to go loose. Nah, man. If you need to be in relaxed, get relaxed, man. Don't nobody want to see that. And let me tell you something. This 2021. It's for all you fat motherfuckers out here. Wear a belt this year. I done lived 51 motherfucking years. And I'm tired of seeing fat motherfuckers not wear belts. I done went through the belt phase, suspender phase. I done went through all that shit. Get you a belt. I ain't never seen it as a good thing to not wear a motherfucking belt. They need to get a little oxygen tank right on the side of their jeans, just for their balls, bruh. They got to get a little oxygen tank. Like, nigga, you might as well put your inhaler down in your pocket. You might as well put your inhaler all the way down in your pocket. And don't try to front like that's you if some bitch get to looking at you. Tell the bitch, my balls can't breathe. I got an inhaler down there. Because when she says, you're either happy to see me, you're like, no, it's an inhaler. Tired of this shit. Tired of it early. 280-degree days disgusted me. Y'all get these outfits online, and when they show up, somebody not as advertised. The outfit or your ass. Somebody got sold a bill of goods. And check with 4 friends before you wear the outfit. Send them front, back, side to side. Check with 4 people. Not one friend. Don't check with your best friend, because she gonna tell you it's cute, and then you gonna go wear it. Don't check with your second best friend, because she trying to knock the best friend off, so she gonna give you a little constructive criticism, but she's still gonna tell you to wear it. That third person might be a relative. Could be anywhere from a daughter who's grown all the way up to a sister. Don't trust them either. They family. And they don't want to tell you that it ain't right. So you're going to work. That's 3 people. It's that 4th motherfucker. That 4th motherfucker that really don't care about you, but they love you. But they ain't going to let you go out and look like that, because you might take a chance of wearing that motherfucker when you go out with them, and goddamn they don't want to be with you when you wear that bitch. So they'll just tell you no. They'll alleviate all opportunity for you to wear that shit with them. Nah, sis. Nah, bruh. 4 friends. The first 3 don't count. That 4th motherfucker, that's who's gonna tell you the truth. That's who's gonna tell you the truth. And the only way you know they tell you the truth, because if they say, yeah, you make sure you wear it the next time you go with them. If they have the same opinion when you wear it as to when they told you it was okay, you're good. If not, them motherfuckers was fake too. You might have to go to 5 friends. That's all I got. That's all I got. I got something else. Look like balled up homework. I mean, it's look like you just took some shit, just balled it up, and then put it in a pair of leggings. Come on now. Why do I need to see all that? Why do I need to see all that? Like they wrapped a bottle of Seagram's gin in some leggings. Why? I don't need to see all them bumps. I mean, that was bumpy face. Now you got bumpy booty? We don't need all that. We don't need all that. Wear appropriate shit. If you ain't put in the work to get in that motherfucker, do not put it on. I'm that 4th friend. I'm that 4th friend. I'm giving you that free advice. Don't do it. Don't send me a whole bunch of outfits and shit. I ain't gonna be judging nobody's shit. Cause you fuck around, I might be friend 1 through 3. I might be friend 1 through 3. But I'm telling you right now, I'm letting you know I'm your 4th friend. Right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you have to second guess it, don't ask nobody about that outfit. You already know. Stop fucking around. So yeah, man. Hopefully y'all still staying safe out here, man. You know, if you're gonna get this thing, get it. Whether you do the 1 or the 2, you know, do it with confidence. Don't ever take no medicine or nothing like that stretched out. Because it won't work. You gotta do shit in full confidence. Do all this shit out here in full confidence, man. For real. You do shit half-ass out here, that's the effect it's gonna take on you. Half-ass. I'm telling you. Peace to everybody that dipped in here. Brother Brian's always good going back with you. Free. Appreciate you keeping the chat moving. Whoever else stepped into space, we appreciate you. Whether you catch it on YouTube, Facebook, you right here in the Haps. Brother Bill, welcome aboard. Subscribe. Make sure y'all dropping them coins. We appreciate the donation. You know, just do that high five at 150. At 150 is beautiful. Helps out the cause, helps move it. Stand up and fight back. What's good with you? Are you just dipping in here or you been here for a minute? I was just wrapping up. Been talking a little bit about Goober and Day Day. Hubert Davis and Damon John. I don't know if you're familiar with their recent exploits, but play the playback. If you're not, you will be. But I think you probably up on it. You up on shit. I'm not letting none of this sucker shit slide. Stand up. Not letting none of it slide. I see what's happening out here. I see what's happening. They getting these brothers, they putting them in positions of power, and then they go soft. They go soft on us, man. We elevate them, and they go soft on us. Don't nobody elevate black people before black people. We elevate our own, and hell, we elevate others. Who elevates us? They elevate us for the frivolous shit, the trivial shit. Elevate us to some real shit. And I don't want to hear nothing about we had a black president. That motherfucker wasn't black. That beige motherfucker wasn't black. Now we got his subordinate running the show with his retreads and some new motherfuckers that ain't worth the shit either. This is crazy. We're not getting nothing out of this. We got people still out there saluting pearls and chucks. Kamala Imhoff. Where the Kamala Imhoff girls at? The AKAs. Ski Wee. Where the Ski Wee girls at? Y'all still rocking with Kamala Imhoff? She ain't did shit for y'all. She ain't said nothing about the AKAs. She ain't even told y'all to go get vaccinated. I need all my AKA sisters to get the shot. But I'm not going to do anything for black people. No. I ain't heard her say shit. Like Howard University, we setting up vaccine clinics, my alma mater, and it's going to be sponsored by the AKAs. She could have said that. You know how many black AKA doctors there are? And they could be setting up vaccine clinics. She ain't even using the black college experience the right way because she where she want to be. She don't give a fuck about y'all no more. The AKAs don't mean shit to Kamala. Y'all need to ski weed her back the fuck to where you were before she showed up on the political scene because y'all ain't doing shit. Every black AKA doctor should be on this shit. And who the brothers of the AKAs? I don't know. Is it the Alphas? I don't know who the brothers are, but they should, all black doctors that came out of whatever the bro fraternity is, they should be on this shit too. But no. Kamala she ain't putting shit into the HBCU experience now. She where she need to be. She where she need to be. Howard ain't getting none of this love. AKAs ain't getting none of this love. Pearls and chucks. Pearls and chucks, my balls. And y'all just riding with her. Just riding with her. She told you she wasn't going to do nothing for black people. And y'all rode with her. Boy, I tell you, y'all something else. Y'all something else. The music done ran out. It's like when that needle on the record, you just you have to go pick it up, put a new record on. I made this whole video really because of the accountability of the black man to black people. I mean, we need that. I mean, there's always going to be talk about how black men don't do this and black men don't do that. But if anybody's going to hold us up, it's got to be black men. The foundation of black America can't be black women. It has to be black men. And this is no disrespect to sisters out here, but it all starts with the man. Y'all do a beautiful job of holding it down when you need to hold it down by yourselves. But y'all can't produce nothing without no man. I'm sorry. You can produce without a man. My fault. My apologies to the sisters. Y'all can produce without a man. Y'all can't reproduce without a man. Hear me? You can't reproduce without a man. You can produce without a man, but you can't reproduce without a man. So I need all y'all to think you can reproduce without a man to stop that thinking. Check out Mick Ragtop on YouTube. It ain't right. I'm back to work. Peace. All right. One love. Stand up. Mick Ragtop. I'm on it. So, did you put the link in the comments? Did you put the link in the YouTube link in the comments? Um, I'm all about that. You got something you want to promote, whatever, man. Bring it on here. You know, it's the way he's like, check that out. He wasn't just telling me to check it out. He telling anybody in the chat room to check it out. You can throw the link on there and it'll make it easier for y'all. I'm not against that. I'm not against that because he's a supporter of the program. You support the program, I support you. You support my mission, I support yours. We just have to have accountability as black men. That's all it is. That's all it is. And if you don't, then you don't. Don't front like you do. Because if you don't, you don't. It is what it is. Y'all here fucking with the wrong people, man. I mean, when I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. And if you fucking with the wrong people, that's just why. I can't fuck with you. Put that link in there. Put that YouTube link in there so people can see it. I'm gonna go to it, but I'm gonna rewatch the playback. But make sure everybody else can see it. Stand up. One love. So yeah, got to be accountable. We have the most difficult task out here. Black man has the most difficult run of it out here. Appreciate the Have Space. Anybody checking it out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter? We're just gonna keep pushing it. We appreciate anybody that's pushing it with us. You're not pushing it for us, you're pushing it with us. Appreciate you. Oh shit. Aaron Rodgers wants to be traded? Does he really want to be traded? Or does he just want to be a game show host now? Wow. Really? Sorry, y'all. Catching these texts, man. These brothers have moved on. People asking questions. I'm still trying to learn information, get information. Anybody got information on Adrian or Reg, please pass it on. I would have never thought that Aaron Rodgers would have wanted to leave Green Bay. Green Bay is a high pressure market, man. You know, race soldier Brett Favre, brought the value up, and Aaron really hasn't done what they wanted him to do. He's been a great quarterback, but I think they wanted more Super Bowl rings out of him, and he just hasn't produced that. Maybe he's looking to catch a team that's on the come up. You might be able to put him over the top. I think he's trying to do some Brady shit. Go to a team that's already kind of locked and loaded, or is in a position to lock and load, build around him, build a contender. He might be trying to go to the AFC since he know the NFC is shut down and Brady stays in it. Oh, that might be the move. You want out of Green Bay because you know you can't beat Tampa Bay. It's the battle of the bays. Yeah, it's the battle of the bays. He know he can't beat that other bay. Damn. Didn't want no motherfucking trade before Tom got to the NFC. You ain't slick. I just figured that out thinking about it. He wants out of Green Bay because he wants out of the NFC. He's not going to entertain too many NFC offers. He's going to be really open to AFC teams. Watch. Watch how this all unfolds. See if the Patriots don't end up with his ass. You know, Belichick trying to get back. Belichick hot. Tom leaves and goes and wins the motherfucking Super Bowl. Make him look a little less than. Little less than. So yeah. We will I never got into that whole Dipset thing. Just never was into that type of hip hop. The balling song, that was universal because they played that everywhere. Played that at basketball games, so football games, balling. Balling. Facial innovations. Y'all really gotta be careful with the filters. Some of the filters, I mean, they're really, really realistic. Until somebody sees you. That's real. Yep. So Day Day, Goober, Hubert, and Damon, they got to get better. And I'm glad Damon loves his Jewish stepfather. And I'm glad that Hubert is proud that he has a white wife. They can keep all that to themselves. That ain't got nothing to do with what we're doing out here. Keep all that to yourself. And Day Day, you don't need to compliment anybody anymore if you got to pull your comment back, especially if it's a black man. Let me see if Day Day gonna pull back a comment he makes about a white man. Bet you won't. At some point, I hope I hear Hubert say, I'm proud that I have a black mama. Because, boy, if you proud that your wife is white, you should be proud that your mama is black. It's the least you can do. The least. So, yeah, I went over an hour. Shit. All right. That damn machine better be done. Yeah. Family, man, they can't keep a fucking dealership there. Jim Bradley for 30 years and been different dealership name every 3 years now. This bourbon over here. I wonder if we ever made Jeff a deal. Jeff wasn't supposed to sell that motherfucker. His daddy's dying wish: do not sell my property. See, that's generational wealth right there. Rampanelli family owned this corner for shit over 40 years, maybe 50. I don't know. I know they had it when I was young. Like, you don't want to run it, just don't sell the property. Somebody else run a dealership, but you don't sell the property. And his family's held on to that property all these years. They catch bank every month. It's the busiest corner in the car business in Ann Arbor. Yeah. Generational wealth. All right. Till the next time. We'll know when that's going to be. It'll be then.